Alright, so this is the optimizing your PC video. As you see, my Windows is Windows 7, but at the top it looks like I'm running Windows XP. There's no weird transitional alphas that are going on. When I minimize something, I don't get a Genie effect. There's a lot of these little tiny things that add up onto your video card and CPU that people leave on because they want things to look pretty. Well, this is my production machine, and when I sit down I like to work at it, and I want it to function like at 100% speed. So it's time to clean up a little bit, and I'm just going to walk you through the process of what I have to do just about every time when it comes down to ending a class or beginning a new class. There's things that I do all the time, and there's things I do just once. So the first thing is I turn off all of the alphas and Genie effects, and I'll show you my system. So if you go to control panel, if you go to system and security, and then go to this one right here, system, you can see my system, Windows 7 Professional 64-bit edition, i7, and 12 gigs of RAM, 5.9, not too bad, you know. Now if I want to optimize it just a little bit further, what you can do is first go to the advanced system settings and then go to performance. And I always use the adjust for best performance. Now by default it's here, and you can see all these things that are turned on, like smooth scrolling, show shadows under windows. Show shadows under windows? Really? You have to have a shadow to be happy with life? Come on. These things can go away. So adjust for best performance turns all that stuff right off. Alright, so you have to hit apply, and you'll get the boring looking windows. And I've had some students that I've shown this to, and they're like, oh, I can't use this. It's sad because it does really opt up performance. You'll be amazed. Just try it out. Work in a 3D application for a little bit, and then come back to me and tell me how you like it, because yeah. Now I hit that, I already had that setting, so I have to show that you have to hit apply though, because again, you know, I got those students. Always update your video card drivers. Always update any driver that might have an explanation point. So if you have device manager in here, from time to time you should update your video card driver. I have a separate video for that if you want to check it out. But other things is the amount of virtual RAM that you have. So after teaching so many classes, you can imagine this gets rather built up. I got 61 gigs free of 465. So I try to keep my C drive at a 500 gig ratio, because that forces me to go clean it off from time to time. And if something catastrophic happens, I can always back it up to the terabyte drive and then resurface it back. You know, just having a leaner, smaller C drive sometimes helps for people that have hoarding potential. So always try to clean off things like the disk cleanup. So right click and go in properties. See that where it says compress this drive to save disk space? Never do that if you're into a 3D modeling application or using your system for stuff like this. It is horrible when it comes down to it. But this will clean off all your recycle bin and stuff that you need to get out of temp, and there's things that get saved in your background that you just don't know. Now while that calculates, there's another program I love, absolutely love, and it's called CC Cleaner. So if you go to, you can find this online, various places. Just make sure you get a valid copy of it. CC Cleaner, it's absolutely free, by the way, too. And it does the same thing as the disk cleanup, so I'm just going to hit cancel on that and just run CC Cleaner. Get this out of here. So you can just analyze your system. I analyze both the Windows and application, but this will look for anything that I can get rid of as far as temporary files, stuff that's unneeded. It'll speed up your system pretty large amount. You'll be surprised. But after you do this, you just run the cleaner. I guess I should go through the process because yeah, I'll get that answer. And so here we go. Needs to be closed. Yes, close that. Alright, so right off the bat, here's all the stuff that I can get rid of as far as like Windows is concerned. Now, I take no responsibility for any damage you might do. I've been using this for absolutely years. I would vouch for it, but again, I have to say it just in case. In the application, same thing. You know, I just go in here, analyze it, run the cleaner. There are some registry things that you can do. Scan for issues. It's a lot of things that get built up here also that you'd be surprised. See, look at all that stuff. These are all problems that I can get rid of. The uninstaller is very powerful in this too. So some applications like to hold on to your hard drive, especially with UDK, and if you install like something as far as a packaged application from the UDK, you'd be surprised on where that throws a whole bunch of registry stuff into your hard drive. Alright, so that's a couple things that you can do to really optimize your system out. This is like that application and turning down your system performance to something a little bit more manageable. I hope you enjoy.